Hey everyone, this is Mike from Cali Raised LED. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install our Molle ladder for the Toyota 4Runner. Included in your kit is going to be obviously your ladder. You're going to have 2 stiffeners, 1 bottom mount, a top mount, your steps, another piece of the bottom mount, a cover for the top, and 1 more piece for the bottom mount. The hardware that you're going to be getting are 3/8" hex heads and 1/4" Allen head bolts. The tools that you're going to need are a 14mm socket, 14mm wrench, a 5/32 Allen head, and a 5/16" drill bit. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is assemble the ladder together a little bit. So you're going to have these 2 stiffeners. The one with the 1 is going to go on the bottom, and it's going to use a 1/4" with a washer. Just going to get these all started. We'll tighten them up at the end. All right, now we have stiffener number 2. So we'll go at the top joint. Same thing, 4 screws, 2 on each side. All right, next part of the install is going to be your steps. I've got 2 of them here, but in your kit, you'll get 5 for the 5 different foot placements. There are 2 different angles, so the 2 90 degrees go on the lower part, and the ones that aren't quite 90 degrees go on the 3 upper ones. Basically, these just go on the inside of your ladder. And just kind of, where you expect them to go in order to step on them. All right, last thing to assemble on here is just this bottom mount. Just want to make sure this is going to have some weather stripping that's going to go over it, because it's going to kind of bump up against the bottom of your door. So it's going to use 5 3/8 bolts. It's going to slide in from the bottom here, like so. Then you can just get your bolts through first. All right, now that we've got all our bolts in, we're going to add a washer and a lock nut for each one and tighten them up. All right, now that we've got our ladder assembled, we've got our 2 stiffeners, we've got our steps, and we've got our bottom mount attached. It's time to actually get over to the vehicle and take care of the top mount. So first thing that we're going to end up doing is cleaning off the top with some soap and a rag or something. Let's make sure it's good and clean surface for our double-sided tape that we're going to be using. We're going to go ahead and grab our top mount, kind of figure out where it fits best up there. Mark one of the edges with a piece of tape. We'll come back, apply the double-sided tape to our top mount, and then we can go ahead and actually put it on the vehicle. All right, so now we've got our 3 pieces of tape. We're going to go ahead and apply them to the bottom of this. And just make sure this is clean. You can wipe it off if you want, kind of like the way we did with the top of the vehicle. This one I know is clean already. There is a bend line that you can kind of see right here. You're going to want to stay on the inside of that just so that it's not trying to wrap around the corner. Second one applied. Now that we've got a 3 piece of tape applied, we can go ahead and stick it on the vehicle. All right, so this is the part that you got to be a little bit careful. We're going to kind of wrap it around, but we're also going to keep it leaned up until we know that we're in the right spot, because this tape is very sticky and it will be very difficult to get off if you actually push down on it at all. And try to get it right the first time. Slide hooks under. There we go. Over. Wrap with our tape. Slowly come down. Make sure you're also pulling back towards you. Just keep those hooks engaged. We don't want them being that way at all, because as the door comes up, it can start to scrape if it's not fully pulled back. Now that we've got it on, I'm gonna kind of push it down a bit. All right, remove my tape. Our top mount is solid now. Now we can go ahead and hook the ladder in and start to actually attach it with these screws right there. All right, so now we can bring our ladder over. I want you to take notice of these hooks. There's slots on that top mount for it to hook into. Just make it, really easy to hang it up there so you don't have to hold on to it at all. Once it's on, go ahead and get it in both those slots. And then we can just kind of let it rest against the bottom of the door there. And I can go ahead and get my, my bolts and hardware for the 3 holes on each side. So again, you're gonna have a bolt, a washer, another washer, and then your lock nut. I'm gonna grab my 14mm socket, 14mm wrench. I'm gonna go ahead and use a ladder. It's just easier to get up there, especially with the wrench. And go ahead and get started tightening these up. All right, so the last thing to do is just install our cover. So to sit, just use 6 bolts. Really easy to install. All right, now that we've got those 6 bolts installed, finish it up on the bottom. This plate is going to attach down to the one that we've already got going. And then it also has 2 holes that will go up under the bottom of the hatch. So it's going to go like this. We're going to end up marking our holes down there. We can drill using our 5/16 inch drill bit. And then we can go ahead and connect the piece to the bottom. Let's go and get started. All right, so now that we have this marked, we're gonna go ahead and take it off. One thing to note while you're installing this, you do wanna suck it up to this lip as much as you can as you're tightening it. But I got it tight, got it marked. Now I'm gonna take it off, gonna drill my holes, and then we can finish up the installation. All right, now that we've got our holes drilled, we're gonna remove this cover right here, pop that out. You got this plate right here. This is gonna end up sliding up in here. It's got some nuts already in it. I like to get this one showing to me first. Find where that is. And then get this one. So we're gonna put that in. We're gonna attach this piece to it, and then we'll bolt our piece back up to our ladder there. Let's go ahead and get this lined up. Okay, got my first bolt started. Line number 2. That started. Tighten it up. All right, now that we got those connected, we just got to put our cap back in. Close her up. And that concludes the installation for the 4Runner Molle ladder. Please visit www.caliraceled.com and order yours today.